What's up, guys? I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never. I'm finally back with another update on Quant. Make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video. None of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want.
So it has been quite some time since I've talked about Quant. In my last video, it was trading at $117, and I had it drawn in a little falling wedge, and I said falling wedges break up 68% of the time. Fast forward to the current Quant chart, and you can see this falling wedge broke out perfectly, and had you guys taken this trade, it could have made up to 24% gains in about 3 days. Now, granted, a lot has happened since then, and we have recently retraced a lot. But in general, if you guys enjoy making gains in the crypto market, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Help me pump that algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. Now, I'll go deeper into Quant's chart at the end of the video, so make sure you guys stay tuned. So Quant is currently trading at a price point of $120. Their market cap is $1.4 billion, which ranks 71st among all cryptocurrencies. And then their circulating supply is 12 million out of a max supply of 14.8 million, which is about 81% in circulation. And then if you guys are looking to buy the dip on Quant, I recommend using Binance or Coinbase. I think those are the two easiest centralized exchanges to use. But now we'll go ahead and take a look at the Quant X account, which has 146,000 followers. So finally, after about a month and a half, they have posted. So 12 hours ago, they said we recently announced the launch of our new Overledger pricing plans and functionality designed for enterprise IT users and developers. And we'll go ahead and take a look at the article. So Overledger offers two new self-serve SaaS plans at $179 and $379 per month, respectively. We believe that anyone who wants to build a business in the blockchain economy should be able to do so using technology that has been tried and tested in the most demanding of use cases, regulated financial services. And this was said by Gilbert Verdian, who is the CEO of Quant. So in general, this is a pretty big update. Although I will admit, in general, I would like to see Quant post more often. Now, I do also want to be clear, that is me speaking from an investor standpoint. Obviously, from a business standpoint, it's different. But now we'll take a look at some macro news that could affect Quant's price action, even though it's not directly correlated to Quant. So this is Watcher Guru's X account, and they just posted 6 hours ago, Apple exploring the creation of home robots as the next big thing. Now, I don't usually show stuff that isn't crypto related, but AI is growing at a rapid pace. And this is another reason I think AI is going to be one of the biggest narratives this bull run. And then they posted 9 hours ago, Fed Chair Jerome Powell says don't expect interest rate cuts until more confidence on inflation. And this is never really the news we want to see, although it's kind of expected. But I'll tell you what, once the rates finally get cut, Bitcoin is going to fly. Obviously, that's not guaranteed, but there is a pretty high likelihood that that happens. And then they posted 11 hours ago, Coinbase partners with Lightspark to integrate Bitcoin Lightning Network. So anything that's going to help improve the speed of Bitcoin is good to see. And then the final thing I want to show you is this post right here on March 27th. So BlackRock CEO Larry Fink says that spot Bitcoin ETF is the fastest growing ETF in history, and he's very bullish on BTC long term. And while you're watching this, just understand that Larry Fink is quite literally one of the most powerful people in the United States, as he is the CEO of the world's largest asset manager.
I'm very bullish on the long-term viability of Bitcoin.
I was going to say, did that surprise you?
That surprised me how much that's
Really?
gone up. I mean, look at it. It is. We're creating now a market that has more liquidity, more transparency, and I'm pleasantly surprised, and I would never have predicted it before we filed it, that we were going to see this type of retail
But
demand.
you thought you'd do good, but not this good.
I thought, yes.
Well,
Definitely.
IBIT is your ETF
Yes.
over at iShares.
Yes.
It's about to overtake Grayscale, which was in the business certainly a lot longer. You look at the gains since January 11th when it first came about.
Yes.
Have you ever seen this much inflow this quickly into?
IBIT is the fastest growing ETF in the history of ETFs.
So after seeing one of the most powerful people in the United States talking like this, I don't see how anyone can possibly doubt crypto at this point in time. It is crystal clear that we are here to stay. But while we are on X, you guys should come over and give your boy a follow at Crypto Now or Never. I post on here pretty much every single day, and I think there's some very important information that you guys aren't going to want to miss out on. And then I do also want to take a moment to talk about my private Discord through Patreon. So at the current moment, I have 3 different tiers, but there are many benefits to joining my Discord. For example, this is going to give you guys closer access to me, and you guys are going to be able to track the cryptos that I'm personally buying, selling, considering buying, and even the cryptos that I currently hold. And just understand, a lot of these cryptos that we are trading are microcap gems, less than 10 million in market cap. They're the kind of cryptos that could absolutely explode this bull run. And the cool thing is, it's not just me calling out these projects. My community is also constantly calling out opportunities that they are seeing in the market. Just to give you guys a few examples, I want to give a shout out to my boy Chop. He called out SoulSpend, and SoulSpend made 150% gains in 3 days. And then I also want to give a shout out to my boy Manchester, who called out Mind AI at a $1.9 million market cap. And Mind AI shot all the way up to a $32 million market cap. So you could have made up to 1,642% in 5 days. Those are life-changing gains. But it's not just these projects. We have been making so many enormous calls through this entire pump. One of my biggest calls personally was GraphLink Protocol, which made over a 40x. So if this sounds like something you guys might be interested in, I have the link right here on my YouTube homepage, and it's also in the description of the video. I would love to have you guys in here. We are building an amazing community. But now for the final part of this video, we'll get into some technical analysis. So this is Quant on the daily time frame. Now the first thing I'm seeing is that price action is broken beneath both the 21-day and 50-day. That is not a good sign to see at all. Now you could argue that Quant is starting to form another falling wedge. And falling wedges break up 68% of the time, and this falling wedge in particular would have a measure move to about $145. However, the number one thing you'd need to watch out for is that if price action does break up, it could still get rejected off of the 50-day or 21-day moving average. Both of those are going to be very strong resistance levels. So just to be crystal clear, I will not be bullish on Quant in the short term until we get back above these levels. As long as we are trading beneath, I'm going to be bearish in the short term. Now, lastly, we'll take a look at Bitcoin as it's correlated to most altcoins. And this is actually Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, which is a larger time frame. But I just want to be crystal clear, and I've been talking about this for the last several weeks, but price action right now is trading way above all of the moving averages. And if you go back through Bitcoin's history, we always come back and retest these levels. So I've been saying for quite some time, I won't be surprised if we do get a pullback. And even if we don't get a violent pullback, there's still a pretty good chance we trade sideways for a little while. And if we do look at the daily time frame, you can see Bitcoin did break out of our flag and it got back above the 21-day moving average. But the issue is that now it did break right back beneath the 21-day. So price action at the current moment is sandwiched between a resistance level and a support level. So in the short term, the number one thing I'm watching is to see whether or not we get back above the 21-day or we break beneath the 50-day. That will give us a pretty good idea of the direction that Bitcoin is going to be heading in the short term. So pay attention to these levels. But also, as I say in every single one of my videos, macroeconomics significantly outweigh technical analysis. So just understand, crypto is still an extremely volatile asset class. Anything can happen. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments, how high do you guys think Quant will go this bull run? If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.